eventually being strangled in a net, forced to work. So I must let go of it all and sing the song of death, killing my ego and giving others life till I draw my last breath, sketching out all of my fresh scars and fetching after less and chasing more stars. Purge my chains of fear, to be sworn by love again and change gears. The drums of liberation beat from your heart, building a foundation of hope with a new start. Revive my embers and breathe your life in me. Love, free dive in the light so that I may see, directing you all of my focus and attention, dissecting the walls when it's just us and tension. A living angel with glowing wings. I could write words such as beauty and grace, yet your influence goes beyond the mortal takes. I can't escape your attraction and light. Your eyes sink daggers in me when I'm in your sight, penetrating my head with your sharp colors that bleed into a memory. Your picture is painted with great remembrance and trajectory. That guides mine to mimic. It runs for miles every night in my mind with no gimmick. A shining diamond healing a heart of glass, returning a rare memory of comfort that can last, gifting broken legs the ability to stand and run once again, shifting false fears to the truth that love in this world has no end. A bottomless hole to fall into as it just keeps on giving, an ominous toll, but all is worth it now while you're still living. Every day to help and care, fighting to breathe your own air, always looking after your sons. They were everything and that was your son. Their light and love shining on you, revolving your world in view. One of them has moved away from the house, the other sticks behind the walls like a mouse. Nothing in, but occasionally he walks out, barely showing care that gives you doubt. He is lost and terrified of his wounds, the cost of his direction as he can't stick to his own room. Always living in the night, exploring, and his shadows won't come back till the morning. This darkness that follows him are haunting scars turn grim. He hid from everyone at home, living and fighting his pain alone. That's not your fault, it's from the world's assault. The one he ran to in the night, where he saw his hope and light. Leaning on it, he was torn to shreds. His demons were born from that dread. More and more evil added to that fire. People spreading pain as he grew tired. Sleepwalking, he attempted to leave his nightmares. Running into the same walls, looking for fresh air. Searching for power within his dreams to help others. He knows how it feels to be devoured and smothered. The damage is already done as it's been applied to his heart. But if he could manage to save another, it would give him his part. The missing piece to his dream, to live and help others from off their knees. People are begging to be saved by drugs, love, and anything from the outside. To run away and escape everything from within themselves that is trapped on the inside. Except he would forget himself. He is poor, searching riches for others' wealth. This time when your son fell, Start your engines, we're going for the win. I run to the sound of my dad's coughs, muffling his own weeping cries. A son was in his heart as he was burning up, watching a part of me die. There was no trauma, with no calm, both of us running out of breath, lost in a daze to stunning death. Tears falling from the face, comfort was a needed space. The room is filled with family, but I chose the dog, holding up my tears and robbing them all with no dialogue, avoiding their eyes from locking with mine, and avoid where skies fall and go offline. Drowning in this reality I can't swim, I choked on the thought of losing him. An hour later, I'm coughing, losing my breath, being devoured, struggling for any air that's left. The heartbeat picking up its pace, running fast in this dying race. The difference between us is that I chose this, and I hope I will beat you there at the finish. Thank you. Thank you to anyone that has been in my life and just made me be the person who I am. Every person I've met has just given me this ability to be up here. And I can't thank everyone that I've met this year and all the people that I have known. I just really genuinely appreciate it. Thank you. And thank you all. And thank you to my parents, my mom and dad, and I can thank everyone here. Thank Marie as well for hosting this. Thank the band behind me. They're fucking awesome. They fucking killed it. But that is the first half. The second half is gonna be awesome too. So thank you. This first one is called Fool's Gold, and the second one is called The Boxing Ring. And they're gonna be the boxing ring. Whoa, yeah, right? Okay, here we go. Fools chase after their gold in minds where they're told, but mine is in my mind because I wasn't sold on what we can find. Corporate societies try to put American success in a portrait with many varieties, but my future lies inside of me. Yet it doesn't lie to me. These words I speak make me free. I now jump into my canvas and express myself into it. I dump out my anxious thoughts into this framed world and admit that my agony and my emotions were buried and that I now spit. I kept the pain on the outside as I kept the pain on the inside. The red stains with blood hidden in plain sight. My tears of rain rusted my chains holding me down tight. And I finally broke out and I eventually spoke out. That knowledge and the correct vision is power. Experience comes in every second of the hour. And to stay awake before you sleep into a nightmare where you become devoured. Steps at a nice pace. Fake shows are being kept behind a face. There's always a wolf hunting to seek their balance while fronting, leaning on another that stands above them, smothering their own hunt as the coward condemned. Wolves climb over their own to reach the top of their den, leaving behind corpses to obtain authority in a playpen. Confident when pushing down on the lower ranks and chains, pushing the pressure against this fox's skin, but not its brain. Swings to claim the freedom from within the soul, staying with a purpose that has its toll. The fox's dreams are beyond these walls, surviving being preyed on until the sword falls. Wolf's fangs have drawn blood, but not the heart, something they can't sketch or beat, but a sketch to start. Breathe in a sniper's breath to escape such a cruel death. appreciate it. And I appreciate everyone.